Welcome, Aquarius. This is your weekly focus for the week starting May the 20th. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thanks for showing up. Let's go right to the cards, shall we? Okay, our underlying energy for this week is, look at this, wishes fulfilled. This is the wish fulfillment card. What are you wishing for? What are you hoping for? What are you desiring for? What are you imagining in your mind is your best life ever? What kind of abundance are you asking for, or prosperity, stature, growth in an area of your life? Hitting a goal, succeeding at a goal that you set out for, a path. If you watch the weekend focus, you know that we go into a beautiful harmony as the week starts, full of magic, full of surprises, full of miracles. So to have this card as your underlying energy is fabulous. What have you been thinking about? What do you want to bring into your world? Now's the time to put out the intention. Now's the time to put your focus on it. Now's the time to maybe even roll up your sleeves and start the journey. Let's see what the rest of the cards say. We have the Moon card as your very first card. So it's understanding that balance that you need within. Your happiness, your enthusiasm, what motivates you, what drives you, what fills you with anticipation. These are things that you need to recognize within yourself so that you can build some momentum going forward on your path. Absolutely. It's also about bringing in the sense of freedom, liberation. So you may not like routines and rules all that much this week. That could kind of pull you, especially if they don't match your values. And then we have Temperance. Temperance is having more by having less. It's kind of what the Moon is saying too. We need that balance in our life, and our balance, okay? Some people want to work 12 hours a day. Some people want to work 3 hours a day. Okay, and by pushing the limits on those, we come out of balance because it doesn't feel right to us. We're using too much energy or resources or time in one area of our life, and we're going out of balance, out of sync. So it's about going with the flow, getting into a rhythm, understanding what you truly need in order to go forward, and to have in your environment for you to feel the sense of abundance, happiness, joy. And then we have the Page of Swords. A little bit of serendipity comes in here, and I'm not going to dissuade it because it is your third card. Maybe we need to be a little bit more spontaneous when we are stepping into paths, doing things, talking, sharing our ideas, maybe listening to others. Maybe when we do these things out of spontaneity, the conversation starts, and even though you were going to go and do something else, you stay for the conversation. You open up to the conversation, and then by doing that, you may open up to new perceptions. This is a highly spiritual card. So know that God, your angels, your guides, the universe, your higher self, listening to you. So put your intentions forward on what you want to bring in. Be very serendipity-like in your intentions too. Like feel the laughter and the joy that you are going to invite in through these successes that you want in your life. The only time we really have to think under this energy is, we want to pause for a second to look at the short-term and long-term results, because sometimes we just want to shake the apple tree. We just want to upset the apple cart. We want to rock the boat a little bit just to get the energy flowing in a new direction. So be careful of how you go about doing that, because without thought, it could turn out and, come back to haunt you, come back to bite you. The Six of Cups. The Six of Cups tells you very, very plainly that if you were to stop and think about it, you can go forward. You can step into that prosperity or that abundance or that great love. You can meet those goals and exceed those goals in your life. This goes back to our childhood. This goes back to somebody leaning over the table and saying, don't eat those French fries with your fingers. You look like an animal. We don't act like animals at the dinner table. Use your fork. People aren't going to like you do that. It's no manners. And, well, we want to make people happy. So what did we do? We grabbed the fork. We wanted to be loved. We wanted to be accepted. So we grabbed the fork. And so that's how easily something can become a part of our life, because now we don't even think of picking up the steak and taking a bite out of it. We grab the fork and the knife automatically. And I mean, that's probably a good one that we want to carry forward with us. But many people invoked their opinion of how our behavior, our actions, our voice, and what they thought of it and how it should be. Maybe it's our career path. And we carved it into stone when it was really just their opinion. And so we need to sit there and ask us why we do certain things. Why we have certain beliefs. Why we act or respond or step up or step away from certain experiences, environments, situations. You know, maybe you lived in a family where everybody yelled all the time. So the minute you hear yelling, you just pull yourself away. Even if it's at a ball game or something, it's just the yelling that gets to you. You get stressed out, full of anxiety, and you're not even sure why. Maybe you're claustrophobic. Maybe you just don't like crowds. Or maybe it's all the yelling. So understand why it's really holding you back and take proactive steps to walk through that limitation in your life. And the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is here to ask us, there's a little bit of competition going on here. Absolutely. So we could be debating certain things. So let other people have a voice as well as sharing your voice. Remember, we have 2 ears, 1 mouth. So listen and share. Absolutely. It could be that we are doing some kind of team play. We could be doing some brainstorming. We are with groups of people. So yeah, this could easily be joining a sports team, your local sports team in town, or even like a golf league or something like that, a darts league. It's getting out there with other people, like-minded people, to step into, because when we get around like-minded people, they have great ideas and wisdom that we can learn from, but also we have ideas and wisdom that we can share. And when we bring those energies together and intertwine with others, our little success can become great successes. As we come into the week, we have the Hangman. So you're being asked to be present, be in the moment, absolutely. But you're also being asked to look at things through a new perspective, a new understanding, a new awareness. Maybe play devil's advocate or tell somebody else and ask them to figure out, where the holes are in what you are thinking, what you are doing, what you are presenting. Very much we need to understand where we have control, where we need control. That's not always the same two things. Where we strive for control. Do we really need that control in our life? And trust me when I say we really don't have control of anything, but we like to feel that sense of security that we have our hand on the steering wheel, right? And then the Six of Swords. So you're going forward. By the end of the week, you are going forward probably into some kind of uncharted territory. You have prepared for this. You have walked through the fires. You have walked through the limitations. You've met the challenges. You've met the challenges. And it's a time for you to celebrate who you are and taking a step towards your next venture going forward, an opportunity, an adventure, a learning experience. It could even be a great love in your life, although I'm leaning a little bit more towards your creativity coming out, your self-expression coming out in this. You are allowing yourself to follow your inner voice and go where you have been desiring maybe for a very long time, or maybe it's something new and fantastic that showed up, or maybe you now want to monetize a hobby of yours, and so you're going into uncharted territory. It's learning experiences, yes. There'll be challenges, yes, although the water is very smooth here. It's very calm, it's very serene. So it won't be like instantly where you're going to hit that challenge or anything with this energy. You're going to make some headway very quickly if you start with a plan of action, with a strategy. For work and career, we have the Two of Cups. Well, the Two of Cups, this is about creating laughter and giggles and smiles and joy into new relationships, new teams, new people that you meet, new people that you might want to go into business with, people that know your path that you are on. They have wisdom to share with you. This could be, new people definitely coming into your life. This could be a new boss, a new coworker. This could be you're forming a partner with somebody else in order to go in business on your own, or you are starting some kind of social activity, awareness, a community group of some kind. And you might even be asked to be a leader or be a leader with somebody else. So don't be surprised if people are looking towards you for the answers. When you showed up to learn, they look to you as if you are the leader. So maybe you've undersold your intelligence or your wisdom in the certain matters, a certain subject. But this is the time when you start to gain a new perspective of who you are, of your magic, of what you bring to the table. And I think that once you get started, your passion and your enthusiasm, it starts momentum that you weren't even planning on starting in the first place. Love and relationship, we have the Seven of Cups. There could be different ways of going about creating the happiness and the joy in a relationship. We really have to think about what we want to add, what we want to delete when it comes to our current relationships. If you are looking for a relationship, I really think that you should pull back a little bit and play the field a little bit more and see what each person has to offer you. And this is not a time to say the I love yous and the I do's and stuff like this. It's more of a time to understand if you are choosing the right person to walk the rest of your path with. This could be a new best friend. This could be it could even be within, your close relationships in the family, parents and children and siblings and things like that, and understand who really has your back, who really stands there next to you and supports you and loves you and has compassion and empathy for you and helps you move forward in the directions you want. The Eight of Pentacles is our final card. So this is a time, and almost everybody's gotten this kind of information. This has been a popular card, and I'm kind of seeing it as we need to set and understand the beauty, the expertise, the mastery that we bring to the table. We need to look in the back in the rearview mirror and just understand our accomplishments, what we have been successful at, where we have gained respect and grown the awareness of just how special we are and what we bring to the table. But we need to understand, our own personal magic. It's at that point where you start to scratch the potential of who you really are, knowing that you can give more in certain ways to a craft, to your creativity, through your inner expression, even in your relationships, where you can stand forward, when you can stand and be present, when you can stand and, in some way I see you leading the call, leading the cavalry, saying it's this way, it's follow me kind of energy. Because you understand, there's a self-confidence that's raised here. You are more aware of what you bring to the table and how your input makes a difference in your life and the people around you. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.